Okay, morning everyone. Today we're going to take a look at this watch here, the Maen Hudson. Good looking watch, as I'm sure you'll agree. But let's get under the lights and get into it. Okay guys, we're under the lights, so time for another watch review. Let's get into it. So today we're looking at the Maen Hudson. This is the Hudson 38 in midnight blue. Is also available in a 42mm, a couple of different colorways as well. So basic specs, get them out of the way. Obviously 38mm diameter, is 46 lug to lug. We've got 20mm lug width. Stated thickness 10.5, but when you count in that beautiful boxed sapphire, it's about 12.8. Sized up for my wrist, which is about 7 inches, weighing in at 132 grams. So very comfortable, very nice size. Finishing is okay. I won't go into it too much. Polishing on the sides, brushing on the top, that nice satin brushing carrying on to the bracelet. As we said, the bracelet is 20 at the lugs, does taper slightly down to 18. It's back up to 20 at the clasp. Speaking of the clasp, it's just a press clasp with a branded fold over. Does have a milled, fairly decent quality scissor action, but it is just a friction close there. Yeah, solid endings. So as we can see, it's got a fairly derivative Submariner dive watch style to it. It's got a 120 click rotating dive time bezel. I have to say that the action is not fantastic. It's quite difficult to turn around, and let's see if we can line it up. Alignment not perfect, I would say. Nice branded crown there. 316L stainless steel, as is the rest of the construction. Bezel insert, printed aluminium. You will notice there's no lume pip on the bezel, so daytime timing only for this one. If we can try and get in a bit closer on the dial, it is actually quite interesting. Sandblasted finish, so it's a matte finish. Nice blue colour. Depending on the light that you get it, it can change from a really kind of almost purpley black colour to actually quite a vibrant royal blue in certain situations. Hands are quite interesting as well, quite unique hands. Nice faceted, so they do catch the light with that strip of luminous material down the centre. All applied hour indexes with the double index at 12. Quite an involved Untitled Chapter ring as well. Does have Arabic numerals at the cardinal point, so 15, 30, 45 and 60. Those Arabics are actually printed in blue, and along with the Hudson branding in pink just above the 6 o'clock index, does give a bit of kind of colour interest to the watch, especially on the black model. You might appreciate the use of a bit more colour, and as we can see by that index at 6 o'clock, Swiss made. Let's just open it up, take a look at the back. "100 meter water resistance," and inside here, as stated, is a Swiss made ETA 2824-2 movement, a Labore grade, so regulate to 4 positions. This one's running at about +8 a day, so that's within the tolerances stated by Maen. Nice branded Maen oscillating weight. As previously mentioned, we do have luminous material on the hands, and the indexes is stated as C3 superluminova. So let's just see how that works. So there it is. You can see the indexes and the pip on the second hand are okay. But it's definitely not me only who can't see the hands anymore. With the naked eye, yes, they are still there. The camera can't pick them up at all. Luminescence on this one, not great. I think Maen have had quite a lot of complaints regarding the lume on the hands especially. So recently they have actually produced an alternative handset with better lume, and to previous customers Maen are making those available free of charge, although you do have to pay a fairly substantial postage fee for them, and I guess you'll have to have a watchmaker fix them. I don't know what's going to happen with the water resistance of your watch if you're going to do that, so perhaps locking the door after the horse is bolted. Bracelet's actually quite nice. It's got that nice satin finish, 5 links, solid links, all individual links as well. It's just split pin, push pin for resizing the bracelet, so that's no problem. As mentioned before, this is 38mm, so let's see how it looks on my wrist. 7 inches, fairly standard. So there it is. Actually looks really good. Fits a treat. Slender because of that ETA movement. Not too blingy because of that satin brushwork. Yeah, looks really good. So overall, what do we think? Well, aesthetically, yes, fairly derivative, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's a very handsome, very good looking watch. Love that sandblasted finish on the dial, like the majority satin finishing on the stainless steel, that thin kind of vintage style bezel as well. Even the individual handset, you know, I mean, at least there's some effort being put in to producing hands that aren't just your bog standard Mercedes hands. Also an ETA movement in a watch costing at the moment €400. Not bad for the price at all. Some of the negatives, well, we've already spoken about that. That bezel doesn't sound very nice, a little bit wobbly, and we've already spoken about the alignment issues with that as well. Lume's crap. Bracelet is only okay. One more thing to point out as well. Screw down crown. And the lovely pop. It's when you're trying to get it back in that there are problems. You've got to really feel for that pop back in before you start screwing in the crown. There have been reports of some cross-threading issues there, so you're going to have to be careful with screwing the crown. So yes, a very, very pretty, handsome, well-sized, well-engined watch, but some engineering issues. Obviously, as a micro brand, these are done externally. These crowns, these bezels, everything's done externally. So perhaps overall pitfalls of micro brands manufacturing. Who knows? Overall, could do better. So thanks for watching, guys, this Maen Hudson 38 in midnight blue. Hope it's been informative for you. The watches are still available if you want to check them out on the website, and we'll see each other for another watch review in the future. Thanks again.